You walk into it. Yes. Oh, good job. Good job. Yeah. No, it did. Oh, that's a good boy. He's a pretty boy. Oh, yeah. Okay, so before we blow dry, I like to use some volumizing spray. Optional. Concentrated on areas where you feel like he needs more volume. I tend to put some on the leg hair, on the chest, because there's no such thing as too much pug chest. I usually don't put it on the tail because they have enough tail hair as it is. Can I get your butt? When we blow dry, after we've towel dried just a little bit and you've massaged in the volumizing spray, you're gonna basically blow dry against the grain so that he gets as fluffy as possible. Okay, so the part that's probably going to need the most attention on the puppies is the rear, because they're really fuzzy on the rear right now, and they come from pugs that have nice thick fur. So a lot of times we have to start by actually thinning the hair right here. So we take, you burped. We take thinning shears. That's these ones with the teeth. And make sure you know how to hold them. Ring finger goes through, pinky guides that, thumb goes in here, whether that's right or left-handed. And if you can get your puppy to stand, that's great. And all we do, good boy, yes, is we go in, and we're not even fully closing. We're just, but see, we're getting hair off. And what this does is we continue to brush the hair against the grain and go in there. He's a good boy, I know. This is weird, huh? Jeez, he's a good boy. You stand? Yes, good stand. So we just go in here, and what that does is it just thins out that hair a little bit, and you start to see it be not as bulky, so the tail can lay better on his back. So he has a nice tail set. There's just a lot of thick hair in the way. But what you don't have, what's nice is when you do that kind of back work, when you brush it down, it doesn't look like you cut the hair. It looks like it's very natural. Tame this butt floof. What's that? You want to check it out? Oh, you said no thank you. Okay. And obviously getting used to standing is something that we are working on, but until then, first thing we want to do is just kind of, I'm not like applying a lot of pressure. I'm just letting it kind of glide. It's hard when they don't want to stand, but you're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah, that's my sweet one. Hooray! Hooray, Papa! And you can see, even though his stand is not very nice right now, you can, he's a good boy, I know. That's a good boy. You can see how all this floof kind of disguises how nice and wide his pelvis actually is. So what we tend to do is you kind of draw an imaginary wishbone. You can see like these little arms come down, and so these little tuffets go away. And you can do this with scissors. I actually prefer to do it with scissors, but I'm just kind of getting started with my clippers just to see the area a little bit better. Thinning shears, and we're just going to take that up, brush the hair up, and you work it out. Up, brush it up. And I'm actually going to do just this one side so that you can see the difference between untamed booty hair and tamed booty hair. And as you're working this area, it's also a good idea to take that straight up the tail too. Being very careful, obviously. Sir. And we're going to focus more on the tail a little bit, but I feel like these two kind of conjoin nicely. So we're going to work that now. Okay. And now you can see how our wishbone is opening up. You can see how that line is coming together a little bit better. And you can, yes, you're being very good. And you can continue. Come in here, brush it up, brush it out, brush it up. And just doot, 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 doot. You're doing a good job. You're such a brave boy. Yeah. Okay. So after we've gotten this with our thinning shears, I like to come in here with my curved shear, and you'll have two of them, and you just basically, so you have a shear that goes this way when you hold it, and a shear that goes this way when you hold it. I just kind of pick them up alternately to get the angle that I want. And I take it. Good job. You're good boy. I love it. Were you mad? Okay. You're doing a good job. Okay, so taking the curved shears, and I take it down this little fluffy, fringy feather. Yeah. It's easier when you're not a wiggly puppy. And like I said, I go back and forth between the two different kinds of curve. And of course, I'm working in a terrible place with a post here. But all right. So coming up this way. I know. Getting the right angle is the worst part, honestly. Second only to wiggly puppies. Yeah, see? And then I did a shit job.